What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97 and welcome to episode number 64 of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. We're here with another edition of Monday Night Raw. So, let's take a look at the match card as we see kicking off the show. Curtis Axel, one-on-one with his former tag team partner, now turned rival, Alberto Del Rio. Ryback, the Human Wrecking Ball, defeats Booker T in singles competition as Brie Bella defeats Cameron in her singles matchup. Next up, we have Emma taking on Naomi as these two, well, hopefully they can finally settle their differences once and for all here tonight in this matchup. As next up, we have the United States Champion Cesaro getting the win over Heath Slater as Cesaro continues to build some momentum as he heads towards Over the Limit. And in the main event, the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler takes on the Rated R Superstar Edge as Ziggler's getting prepped for his title defense against Captain Charisma as Christian looks to cash in his rematch clause at Over the Limit. So tonight, Ziggler's going to be facing Christian's best friend and former tag team partner. But we'll get to that we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Because first off, we've got a matchup between former comrades, now turned into bitter enemies, as it is Curtis Axel taking on Alberto Del Rio. Yes, that is right, folks. Viva Perfecto is no more. It has been disbanded after the actions from Alberto Del Rio 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. And Curtis Axel tonight looking to get some retribution for himself. He's looking to defeat Alberto Del Rio once and for all. Curtis Axel looking to perhaps finish Del Rio off for good. And Del Rio, just look at this, coming down in a limo here tonight. Well, not a limo, but how did he get that car on the stage? I don't know, Del Rio's just got that much money that he can defy the laws of gravity. Yes, that is right, folks. Alberto Del Rio, Mexico's greatest exports. Well, he's had his opportunity at the United States Championship, and now perhaps Del Rio looking to... I'm really not sure. Is he looking to move on to bigger, better things? Or is he perhaps trying to get himself lined up for one more U.S. title opportunity that could perhaps, finally he could defeat Cesaro and gain back the title? I mean, Del Rio, really, he's had a rough patch of things as of late. I mean, first losing the title at WrestleMania, and then losing again in the rematch clause at Extreme Rules, and then, he just basically snapped. He had an opportunity to perhaps win the tag team titles with Curtis Axel. I mean, in the first round of the tag team #1 contenders tournament, they were going up against the Shield, but Del Rio, instead of, capitalizing on the opportunity, giving Axel a helping hand, he just kind of stood there and watched as the Shield just slowly dissected Curtis Axel before eventually finishing him off. And then after the match, Del Rio, he showed his true colors. I mean, come to think of it, you almost begin to question, did Del Rio did he really even care about Curtis Axel in the first place? What really was the meaning behind Viva Perfecto? Perhaps Del Rio was just looking to get some sort of sidekick to kind of back him up on his singles career, heading towards the U.S. title. Probably felt it would be good to have somebody in his back pocket just to kind of, when you have someone like Cesaro, perhaps just have another obstacle to throw in their way, have somebody to try to weaken them before title matches. And Axel, I mean, if that was the case, Curtis Axel, he was shocked about the actions from Del Rio. He didn't see it coming. But now, Curtis Axel, I think he's figured out what Del Rio's true motives are. And it's just despicable. Curtis Axel, he's looking to wreak vengeance upon Del Rio here tonight. As you can see, just viciously slamming Del Rio's head into the mat right there. And Axel, well, he was going up to the second rope, but Del Rio, he's not going to have any of that. And Del Rio, of course, going to those vicious kicks that he possesses. Curtis Axel, he's got to try to avoid the kicks from Del Rio, and at the same time, Axel can't let Del Rio go after his arm like this, because That's just going to soften Curtis Axel up for that deadly cross arm breaker. It's Axel now who counters, looking to go on the offensive now. As he drags Del Rio to the center of the ring, trying to get him away from the ropes. But it's Del Rio who counters now with a nice shot to the side of the head. As now he tosses Del Rio up over the top rope. Del Rio hung on though, but now he's in trouble. As here's Axel with a neck breaker off the second rope right there. As Del Rio could be done here. Axel looking for the cover, but a kick out by Del Rio. As Axel looking to try to force Del Rio to expend energy with that kick out, even if he wasn't looking for the victory. Just, you know, just do a little something more to try to wear down your opponent. There's a nice short arm clothesline delivered there from Axel. Axel now going up to the second rope here. What's he thinking? Oh, nice forearm right to the face of Del Rio from that second rope. As now Axel, oh, counter by Del Rio with a drop toe hold as Axel's face bounces off the mat there. And look at this. Del Rio, he's got Axel in position, looking for the cross arm breaker. Axel's not going to have it though. Of course, these two men know each other so well. Axel had it well scouted. Look at this. Oh, the whiplash off that. I guess like a snapmare type of move. As now Alberto Del Rio's in trouble. Curtis Axel, you know, he's got him dazed. Look at this. Looking for the Hangman's Face Buster. As he connects right there, folks. Curtis Axel may just put Del Rio's lights out for good. Oh, but he's not done. You know, normally he goes for the pin off that. What has Axel got in mind? Oh, look at this. Perfect plex. Perfect plex from Curtis Axel. Shades of his father, Mr. Perfect. As Axel, 2 count. He's done it. The perfect plex puts Del Rio away. And Curtis Axel gets the victory here tonight. And with a little bit of flair as well. Paying homage to his father, Mr. Perfect. And well, Curtis Axel, he got his perfect finish here tonight. He was able to defeat his rival, Alberto Del Rio. Perhaps Curtis Axel could be the next in line for a United States Championship opportunity. I mean, Axel, you know, he's always been kind of in the mix. He's been, you know, if he's not the #1 guy, he's, you know, about #2, #3. But now I think that Cesaro's won the title. Del Rio is all but out of the picture. I think Curtis Axel tonight has just cemented himself as the #1 contender. But we'll have to figure out. We'll have to figure out more about that in the next few episodes. As we can see now, making her way down to the ring is Emma. And Emma here tonight, well, last week she was defeated for the first time in her career by this woman, Naomi, of course, getting the pin on Emma in the triple threat matchup, which also included Nikki Bella. But now here tonight, we're going to see these two go one-on-one, as there's been a lot of frustration brewing from Naomi towards Emma. I mean, Emma made her debut, and just like that, I mean, Emma, she seemingly, I mean, we have the Funkadactyls, who debuted towards, you know, the beginning of the year, and then we take a look at Emma, someone who didn't come about until after WrestleMania, and just like that, Emma debuts, and she's already in a better position than the Funkadactyls. And, you know, Naomi, of course, I think Naomi has just become sick of the way she's been treated here in Universe Mode. She's tired of getting passed over by other talent, and now she's out to make a statement tonight. I mean, she's tried to make a statement out of Emma in the past several weeks, and of course getting the victory in the triple threat last week on Raw was certainly a good way to do it. But tonight she wants to defeat Emma one-on-one. She wants a fair confrontation here tonight, and she wants to prove that she's better than Emma, that the higher-ups, the authority, that they shouldn't be overlooking a talent like Naomi for a loser like Emma. And of course Emma here tonight, you know, she wants to try to get Naomi off her back for good. Drop kick to the back there of Naomi. As, you know, Naomi, she's just kind of been a thorn in Emma's side recently. And Emma, if she wants to try to progress further, perhaps even move towards the Divas Championship, she's got to get rid of Emma. She's got to, you know, she'll always have that thought of Naomi being in the back of her mind that could perhaps, I mean, you can't really progress when you have somebody somebody holding you back from behind. So Emma here tonight, she's got to do whatever it takes to make sure she can put away Naomi and just end this rivalry so she can move forward. That's what Emma's objective is here tonight. She's looking to finally finish off Naomi. And, well, Naomi. I'd have to say Naomi's the more desperate of the two. What a clothesline there by Naomi. As, you know, she does have talent, but she just hasn't really been given the opportunity to showcase it in Universe Mode to date. I think Naomi needs this victory far more than Emma does. But still, this is a crucial match for both women here tonight. There's a nice hip toss there by Emma, taking down Naomi. And of course, last week, Emma suffering her first loss in Universe Mode. She's got to have a week. She's got to have this match where she can bounce back, get herself back on the winning track, and keep her momentum moving forward as Emma delivers a nice kick to the face. Or Naomi does, I should say. Oh, and now driving the knee of Emma down into the mat, but now it's Emma forcing Naomi back now, trying to create some distance. Went for a drop kick, but Naomi countered it. As it's a bit of a stalemate at this point, just back and forth, counter for counter between these two. Emma now throws Naomi into the corner there. What is Emma looking to do here? Oh, nice knee right to the gut of Naomi. And look at this. Emma, oh, she's got the dilemma locked in here. But of course, a move in the ropes. Emma's going to have to break the hold before 5 counts. She does so. Emma now goes for the cover on Naomi. Looking to put her away with that one. And she does just that. Emma, with the dilemma, finishes off Naomi. And, well, perhaps we could finally see the end of this rivalry between Emma and Naomi. As Emma, she does get the win here tonight. She bounces back from that loss in the triple threat last week on Raw. So now Emma, she can perhaps move forward. Could we perhaps be looking at a future Divas champion? I mean, Emma, she's truly shown in the past few weeks, past month or so, that she does have a lot of talent. She has potential, and she's been doing a good job so far at stringing together these victories. And even when she lost last week, Emma proves that she can still bounce back. She's resilient, and Emma, she's dancing along with the WWE Universe here tonight. Hopefully she can finally have Naomi out of the back of her mind, and she can, well, maybe she'll be able to move forward from this. But now we're going to move on to the main event, as we will see a clash between the Rated R Superstar and the Show-Off, as Edge making his way down to the ring here tonight, looking to perhaps... I'm a bit curious as to what Edge's thoughts are on this whole situation with Christian. I mean, Edge knows Christian better than anybody in that locker room, and just to see how Christian has really fallen from grace since Extreme Rules. I mean, he lost the title, and really it just seems like Christian's self-esteem has been shot. I mean, you gotta think, Christian, he spent his entire career in pursuit of the World Heavyweight Championship, finally attained the gold at Elimination Chamber, and he only held the title for like 2 months, and Ziggler, just like that, took it away from him. Oh, wait a minute! Edge was looking to go right after Dolph Ziggler, but instead connecting with the referee there. As this matchup will begin, the referee is out cold, but I'm sure he'll bounce back in a little bit. For now, we got Edge and Ziggler looking to go at each other right here. But yes, as I was saying, I'm sure Edge, he's not too happy to see Christian struggling like this. I mean, Edge, Christian, they've both traveled similar paths to get to the WWE. Former tag team champions. And Edge is just, you know, Edge has been the far more successful in terms of singles competition than Christian. So I'm sure Edge, he would have loved to see Christian have a nice, long, dominant reign as champion. And you gotta think, Edge made a promise to Christian that one day they would face each other for the World Heavyweight Championship. And as it stands at the moment, it doesn't appear as though that's going to be the case, now that Dolph Ziggler has taken the world title from Christian. So I'm sure Edge, he's frustrated, but you gotta think, at the same time, is he perhaps a little bit disappointed with Christian's, you know, his motives, his actions? I mean, he just, that cheap shot a couple weeks ago on Raw, and now Christian, it seems as though he's just kind of turned his back on the WWE fans. And, well, he's definitely turned his back on Dolph Ziggler. So, I don't know exactly what Edge's mindset is here tonight, and perhaps this could give Ziggler the edge. But you gotta think, well, no pun intended, I forget it. But Ziggler, at the same time, you know, he's got to be feeling a bit betrayed, perhaps, by Christian. I mean, we saw they had that handshake a few weeks ago. It appears as though it had appeared as though Ziggler and Christian finally were. I mean, you take a look all the way back to the season finale of 2K14, where Christian refused to shake Ziggler's hand after Ziggler defeated him one-on-one, and then it appeared as though they were, you know, they were on like a level playing field leading up to Extreme Rules. There didn't seem to be anything too personal brewing under the surface. And then, of course, they had that handshake 2 weeks ago before their matchup. And then Christian, just like that, it's almost, like I said, we're back to square one. Just where we began, like, 6 months ago with the season finale. Oh, what a flapjack there by Edge. As he plants Ziggler face first, looking to go for the cover. Forearm across the face. 2 count. But a kick out by Ziggler. Ziggler, that was a close call there. Edge almost had him. Ziggler, he's got to try to bounce back in this one with a nice strike to the face there. Edge counters, though. As Ziggler sent into the corner, Edge was looking for a spear, but instead he connected with the second turnbuckle. As Ziggler, he's got a dazed Edge right now. Now's a good opportunity for Ziggler to go on the attack. As look, that's exactly what he's going to do. Look at the strength of Ziggler with a vertical suplex, planting Edge dead center of the ring. And an elbow drop by Ziggler, and now a kip up for good measure. Dolph Ziggler, of course, showing off as he's been known to do. And now look at this, more showboating by Ziggler with the neck breaker right there. And that's why they call him the show off. He's got so much talent, but yet his ego perhaps could be his downfall. I mean, Dolph Ziggler sometimes spends a little too much time showboating rather than going in for the kill. And that could perhaps be his demise down the road. Edge goes for the cover, but a kick out by Ziggler. Well, not a kick out, he had his foot on the bottom rope, forcing the rope break. And of course, that's good ring presence by Dolph Ziggler. You know, it may seem like he's just an arrogant kid, but Dolph Ziggler, he truly is he's one of the greatest in-ring performers in Universe Mode to date. Oh, wait a minute, look at Edge. Execution DDT by Edge. That could put Ziggler away here. Ziggler's in trouble. 2 count, but a kick out by Ziggler. But as I was saying, Ziggler does have a lot of, I mean, he's got probably some of the greatest wrestling. I can't English today, I apologize. But Dolph Ziggler, as I was saying, he's got a great technical ability in that ring. Former amateur wrestler. Wait a minute. Oh my God! Edge! Oh my God. Wow. Dolph Ziggler off the top rope to the outside. He just got speared. My throat can't even take this. Oh my God. I don't see how Ziggler can come back from that. Edge, he just speared Dolph Ziggler in midair. Out onto the floor as well. Oh my. Ziggler's done. Count to 1,000. It's oh my. Only a 1 count. What is this kid Dolph Ziggler made of? As I do apologize for this comeback sequence. By this point I had forgotten that it's weird because Edge is DLC and his comeback is default set to John Cena's. It's not his, so I gotta go back in and change that. We'll get that fixed for a future episode. Meanwhile, Dolph Ziggler, well, he's just running on adrenaline at this point. He's kicking it into another gear like only Dolph Ziggler can. Look at all the furious elbow drops. And a little bit of flair for the 10th elbow drop, the Heartstopper elbow. Could finish Edge off here. Oh, he's going to the corner. Paying homage to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, as he sets Edge up for sweet chin music right there. Somehow Ziggler managing to not only get back in this one, but go on the attack. And I think he's just won. That's exactly what he's done. Dolph Ziggler, the super kick, finishes off the Rated R Superstar, showing reserves of stamina that I didn't think Ziggler possessed. I mean, true, he is one of the most technical. He's one of the greatest technicians in the ring to date. You know, or not a technician, I guess I should say, but he truly has one of the greatest wrestling abilities. I mean, He can fly around that ring if he needs to. He can go to the top rope. And, of course, former amateur wrestler, so he does know his way around the squared circle. And that's what brought him to the dance, and that's what got him the World Heavyweight Championship. Dolph Ziggler, he's truly... I mean, it was a long journey for Ziggler, but now he's finally reached the top of the mountain, and he can finally enjoy himself. He can finally show off because he is the man. He's the top dog here on Raw. That is it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Keep on YouTubing.